Bonjour, Nito, Nidug, Dinema, Nidug. Good morning, everyone. Hello, it's me, Corey Whitford, broadcasting live here at 10 p.m. on Moccasin Trail News for December the 4th, 2020. I want to welcome all of the viewers to the program here, recording live from the Treaty 2 Government House in Treaty 2 territory. Well, this morning, we're going to bring in Mr. Ron Missyabit in a few minutes, but before we do, want to send greetings out to all of our nations out there, all of our 11 nations. Bonjour, to all of our nations. I hope it's been a pleasant week and a positive one in some ways. Also want to say bonjour to all of our other nations who are within the Treaty 2 territory. Bertel Sioux, Chinupawakpa, Atagewining, Gamblers, one of our own. Fisher River Cree Nation, Kinojo Stegon, otherwise known as Jackhead. Peguis, Oshke, Oshkunigan, Hijinikate. Ocean Man in Saskatchewan. Pine Creek, Minegwazibing. Pheasant Rump, the Nakotas. Rolling River, Titibinezibing, and Sandy Bay, which straddles our borders, Sandy Bay and Treaty 1. Sioux Valley, want to say a big hello to the people of Sioux Valley as well. Tutnawazibing and Wewe Segapu and Ining and White Bear, Wabiske Makwa. Well, we've got Mr. Ron Missyabit patched in now on the link, and we're going to bring Ron in now. Gitayani ma Ron.
Nanga get up, man, Corey.
Gito na.
Nanga.
No with the tone. Ganga.
What get up, man? Then. Nanga.
Asha, are you ready?
Gosh, no. Ah. Nanga get up, man. Yes, yeah. Bonjour, Corey. Yeah, well, I mean, not just happening now. One of the expectations of our circles, Corey, is we're supposed to blog in our activities. And our circle is no different. Of course, we struggle. We don't live up to the expectations, I think, because we're not frequent enough in our blogging. But and we're reminded of that constantly. So that's it's our understanding. MTNLive is supposed to supplement our blogging. To communicate to our membership, to get a hold of all our members and inform our members of what we're each doing in our circles. So keeping in line with that, we produced a blog yesterday about land-based learning curriculum. Before I go any further, Corey, I want to give a shout out to Scounin First Nation or Scounin community, Scounin local nation. To the elders, the youth, and to the leadership for standing up and protecting their territory and their lands. There's been an individual that was putting up a fence on territory on lands that Scounin has used extensively. And Scounin took the actions to remove these fence posts off the land to make sure that their territory wasn't cut off from their members. So it's another disposition of our members from our lands, and Scounin took a stand to it. So I'd like to give them a shout out for that, for their efforts, and we'll try to help them any way we can, as best as we can.
Can you hear me? Ron, can you hear me?
Where's your mask?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me at all?
Nangenun donin. Oh, well, as I said, Corey, a big shout out to Scounin for the proactive approach they've taken in protecting their territory. Again, a mask just as a reminder to our people that we need to protect our elders. It's not for your own sake, although it is, but certainly it's to keep our elders safe. COVID has seeped into our community in higher numbers than any other population, so we've all been affected by it. My family's been affected by it directly, and again, mask up. It won't be for long, just for another little while, hopefully. But we need to protect our elders, need to protect our community. So with our latest project, one of the things we've been working on as a circle is land-based learning curriculum. We were in a relationship, or a tentative relationship, with the Manitoba Wildlife Federation to have the federation bring the Hunter Ed program to our nation. So we could train instructors in our communities, and the instructors would in turn go back to their community and train our young people, or educate our young people about safety aspects of hunting and being on the land. The Manitoba Wildlife Federation took it upon themselves to certainly put some caveats on that relationship. One of the things they did not like is us supporting our members for hunting moose in closed areas. I'm not sure you're aware, but our membership should be aware that moose hunting has been closed to a lot of our areas for about 10 years now. And we keep waiting for government to be proactive and to engage us, but certainly that has not happened. So with the Wildlife Federation pulling out of the relationship, we took it upon ourselves to start doing some research. Largely, Sean has done a lot of the research to start developing curriculum that we can bring to our young people, so we can train our own trainers, and our trainers can go back to the communities and to educate our young people as they go on the land. As you know, historically, our people lived on the land. Oh, Sean, is that you, Sean, that you can't hear anything? Anyway, yeah, yeah, hang on a bit. Oh, no problem. So one of the things that our elders have always, I'm getting feedback. Okay, Do you want me to proceed? Oh, oh. Well, one of the things, Corey, we've always heard from our elders is we need to get back to the land. And even myself, as a young man, I've heard that probably for 40, 50 years of my life, right? But never really understood or completely understood what that phrase meant from our elders. I always thought was get back to the land to hunt, fish, and trap, right? But I don't think that's what the elders meant in totality. I think what they said is we need to go back to the land because the land provides for us. It revitalizes our spirit, revitalizes our soul, revitalizes our mental and our physical beings. So I think it's very important, especially this, it's demonstrated during this pandemic that getting back to the land is paramount. So in order to do that, we're creating the land-based curriculum going forward to prepare our young people for going back to the land so they can nourish their spirits, their souls, and certainly provide for their families. And one of the ways we're doing that is creating this curriculum. Now, we expect the curriculum to be taught through our lodge. It'll be certified by our Natural World Committee and our Knowledge Council to cover the aspects or to prove what we're presenting. They have final say in what is approved, and we'll be working with Alan and the lodge, and we'll work on the curriculum, but we'll be working with Alan and the lodge to develop this program to the lodge once it's finished. And the intent is to train people from the community so they can go back and train young people in their communities. That is the intent. So creating capacity in our nations, and then going back and training the youth in our communities. So that is the intent. The other thing that's very important is we have an inherent relationship with the land. Anishinaabe people have an inherent relationship with the land. Along with that relationship comes an inherent responsibility to look after the land. And we're going to focus on that and concentrate on that and bring that back to our young people. The current and next generation of our people are the ones that are going to be left leading and defending the land. I think it's evident, it has been very clear, 149 years since treaty, that if you take a look at the state of affairs on the land, the governments have not done a good job protecting the land, and I think we have to take on that responsibility. So that's very important. With staying on the land, we're also talking about ethics. We're going to be talking about firearm safety. We're going to be talking about bow hunting safety. We're going to be talking about fishing. We're going to be talking about trapping. All of these are going to be included in the curriculum that we're developing. A lot of research has taken place. We've researched other jurisdictions with regards to all those components, and the documents are being collected right now. Sean has done an excellent job of collecting and collaborating with other jurisdictions and other institutions, organizations with respect to what information is out there. Last but not least, in that area is the questionnaire we did recently for our regional keepers, asking our local nation helpers when it's safe to do so to interview elders in the communities in our nations on the knowledge that they have with respect to being on the land, any information that was passed on to them by their parents and grandparents. So we're trying to get that information back from pre-treaty as to how our people lived on the land, and specifically how they used the land and how they protected the land. So that is important. That is very important. That's an important component to this. Mm-hmm. No, I guess Sean has already done all that. Sean has taken drone aerial footage of the location. Treaty 2 was signed at Manitoba House on the west shores of Lake Manitoba. So we do have the exact location. We have GPS coordinates for the location, and we also have aerial footage of the location. And we've been there a few times already. So yes, we do. Mm-hmm. Well, Corey, just FYI, Sean will, in future episodes, Sean will be taking the lead to demonstrate the work that he's done utilizing technology, utilizing drones, and maybe specifically talk about Manitoba House where Treaty 2 was signed. I think Friday's our regular scheduled time, Corey, so we're going to be planning for next Friday again, same time. Now, when you go, Corey? Now, Jimmy Witch. What?
It's an update on what's taking place and the progress that's taking place, the way we're moving forward. And to your circle for the knowledge provided, an answer to the question. Where exactly was Treaty 2 signed? Is there a marker? And today we brought that answer to you. There is a place, there is a marker, and there is a GPS coordinate too. Hamsa, I want to thank you for tuning in this morning here on Friday, December the 4th, 2020. I'm your host, Corey Whitford. Minono, quick. In 2 hours, I'll meet you again here at noon hour. Hamsa tash, ni choganidog, dine maganidog. Mino, giga wabamigo.